last left off, the party decided to go off and figure out what had happened to Grace, where she went after she left. You spent a little time asking around, and eventually got pointed towards a private eye in the lower end of town, the less affluent section, basically the poorer end. Uh, and met a bug person named Roka. You hired her on retainer to gather information on Grace, gave her what information you knew, such as Grace mentioning somebody named Javik, uh, and basically promised you'd get some information back by next week. Um, Meanwhile, Bubbles and Tonka decided after this conversation to go and check up on Fundamorph, making sure that she was okay. Seems like she's recovering well over at the temple. And Cotton and Selmy got word about the magic school in town called the Obsidian Hall. They went in, got an appointment with the headmaster for the next day at noon, and also spent some time in the school potion/bookstore, and bought a book on alchemy. Which, when you guys got back to the circus, Sylvie basically went right back to her trailer and started working on one of the potions in the book. And everyone else got back to their own spots. And I believe that is where we left off. It is noon. I'm sorry, not noon. It's noon tomorrow that you're meeting. So it's evening, and the circus performances are starting on. Besides the circus performances, what do you guys wish to do tonight?
How many days is it until the party we got hired for?
3 days. It's on the 18th. Today's the 15th.
We're in this town for about 2 more weeks.
Correct.
I guess other than performing, I'll try to talk to some other performers about the Dragon Lady because she wanted more than just us. So I'll try to recruit. She specifically mentioned musicians, and I'll try to recruit musicians and other performers with my sweet money. I won't bother with the clowns though, because Meryl said they're excited to do their own thing.
Yeah, to be able to do a special performance set on the Fury Moons, which also happen to be on the 18th. The Fury Moons are when there are 2 moons in the sky, and when they basically are both full, since they have different cycles. It's called the Fury Moons.
Okay. Do people normally have like celebrations for that?
Well, it depends on the culture. Mostly, it's just like the way that most people treat full moons in our world. Nothing special, but there's sometimes connection, especially if a fury moon happens to end on the end of a month. It can be considered pretty special. So some people really like that. So the clowns basically have an idea for a show to put on that's a solo show for the clowns, basically a performance piece set using the Fury Moons as backdrop. So, and it's also possible that the gala was planned for this as well.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. It sounds like it's at least a part of the entertainment, if not the point of the gala.
Yeah, red moon, a full red moon, and a full blue-green moon.
Do they have anything close to like cameras in this world?
Depends on where you are in the world, but in terms of this level of technology in this city, not that you're aware of. If a camera exists, it's not known technology.
No, I was just thinking like if it was in our world, then there would be people like trying to take selfies under the 2 moons.
Nah, not in this part of the world. However, that if you go all the way down to Eberus and end up in Emlarn, you probably will find people taking selfies like that. They have modern to high tech to future technology in that part of the world.
Don't tell Bubbles because she will become obsessed with photographing
Yeah,
herself.
yeah. If you guys end up going south or end up stumbling upon the technology of some of the people that have come from the south, because occasionally they do end up doing business elsewhere and carry their phones with them.
Nice.
I mean, we still call them phones, but really, these things, phone is one of only the it's a rare function used on these things. Pocket computers, but
Yeah.
we've just taken to calling them phones.
Well,
I have a question
for
about
Bubbles,
the
it would be
new
a pocket
potion.
camera.
Yep. What was your question?
How much does my new potion sell for?
You have to be able to make it first. You've been studying your new potion. You now have to make it to see if you can make it. Or else you'll have to wait.
Okay,
till the
but
next
when
day
I
to
do,
try
I
again.
just want to. But when I do, how much will it sell for? I want to put it on my spreadsheet.
That's a good question.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. No, but I don't. After you've figured out if you can actually make the potion or not. I mean, for one thing, it probably won't sell with anybody you've met so far. Like the people around here, that sort of potion is not as useful. You haven't seen any cat people, but you just know that they exist.
Yeah.
What's the potion for?
Is it catnip?
It's a catnip potion, yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm calling it Pussy Grabber.
Oh, God.
So basically, after
You might get people buying that who don't have cats.
You'll get a lot of people buying that. They're going to think it's roofies.
since it's catnip, it doesn't actually have any effect on non-felines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
not
the
going to
name.
stop them from
I don't
buying
have
it
to
with
tell
an animal
them
like
that.
that. Yeah, fair. You're going to make so much money from non-cat people.
Yeah, the problem is only temporarily, and then your reputation would be tanked. Just so you know, you can do that if
Only
you
among
want.
creepy dudes.
But also since I don't think of common as English, it might not translate to that.
Damn.
But no, basically, you have to spend 4 hours studying the book to learn the new potion, and then in order to gain it permanently, you have to practice the potion and succeed with at least a 15.
It's not a new day yet?
No,
No,
we're still in the 15th. So you're spending the next
We
4
haven't
hours.
had our performance yet.
Well, yeah. That's why I was asking what you guys were doing outside of the performance. In terms of sales, that's up to you to how much you want to sell it for. Right now, you don't have anybody. You don't really have much in the way of people that might want to buy it. It's up to you to figure out how much you want to sell that for, since it's something brand new, and it's based on your ability to sell it, basically talking people into buying it, and whether or not you get repeat customers, or if you just end up with more
I
inventory.
thought it was more of a how rare the ingredients are type thing.
The ingredients aren't particularly rare.
Cool. Okay.
Well, I just need to set up for my mentalism act outside the tent. I don't think I would have a table. I think I would try to be like wandering among people.
All right.
But isn't mentalism like standing
more
in
of like
front of
a
a
group,
crowd
yeah.
and claiming that you're psychic, essentially?
Basically.
So don't you need a crowd for that?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, wandering around picking pockets is an important setup step, but
No,
after
I didn't
that,
say. No, I'm not picking pockets.
but that's the core of mentalism. Sorry.
Meryl
You-
told me. Meryl told me that I could like set up a table or whatever outside of the tent before the circus, and that's what I could do to try to prove my worth.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to do. What Meryl asked me to do.
Fair. Well, as I said, I'm recruiting. I'm trying to recruit other circus peeps
All
to the
right.
dragon show.
Well, after hearing how much money is being offered per person, Both Bo and Pickles are willing to come join.
Awesome. Do I need to keep track of that, or
I'll
are
keep
you
track
going
of
to
it.
keep track of it? Thank you. So they're both musicians, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we.
Bo is also a sword. Is also a sword juggler.
Okay, cool. I was just thinking she's like she wanted more performers, so that's a good one for this kind of event. She can be outside.
So what about you, Tonka? What are you up to?
Uh, Probably doing outfit, makeup type stuff.
Just the standard before every performance.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much can I expect that a random person I pick would be able to read?
This part of the world, that's a good shot.
Okay.
What about you, Blank? What are you up to?
Zach?
I guess Zach is still muted.
His
Sorry,
hands might be
I
sticky.
forgot I was on press to talk. Um, I honestly, yeah. I am working on a new act for the show for the show coming up. I got my new powers recently, so I want to put together a new mimery performance.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's what Blank is doing. He is off, kind of by himself, like, putting together some tumbling routines, maybe doing a little bit of pantomime. Testing out his new thing where he summons invisible weapons, that kind of stuff. Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah, and
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
How
How much of that did you guys hear?
all of it.
all of it.
Okay.
And
All of it.
how do the invisible weapons function? How do you make it look like it works?
Well, you know how mimes will just like pantomime hitting something with a baseball bat. He does that, but there
Vaguely.
actually is like an invisible force that hits the rock or whatever.
Ah, so you're adding a bit of magic to it, huh?
Yeah, that's my subclass's signature ability is like the invisible thing. I can do
Nice.
imaginary stick, invisible box, and pretend lasso, which are shield, spiritual weapon. Although in this version I have to be holding a spiritual weapon, and hold person are my 3 spells that I can do as a mime. I also officially no longer need to do the verbal components of spells, but that's like just a detail there.
That's pretty cool. Let's see. Who haven't I talked to yet?
Tailspoon, Worcestershire.
Thank you, talk to everyone. Zach, mute again, please.
Oh, sorry. I thought push to talk was I took my finger off and it's okay. Never mind.
All right. Okay. So, yeah, since we spent time doing the individual roles for the performances, we got some pretty good idea of what usually goes on. And while some people go into the tent, there's a couple of people that start drawing towards Zach. Zach, how do you not Zach? Sorry, Cotton. Cotton, how do you draw people in?
Okay, so I don't know how much I can RP this, but something that I saw was this. I saw a video of a guy who he gets a group of people and he tells them, okay, here's a piece of paper. I want you to draw the outline of your hand, write your name on the paper, and then he asks for some other for them to write one other interesting thing about themselves. And then he's going to shuffle them together. He's going to take them away, and he's going to write this, pages long summary of who this person is, and then bring it back and share it with them. And when he brings it back, it's like spot on. It completely catches a lot of details about who this person is. The point of this video was to reveal that it was a fake, and he's revealing to his people that it's a fake, and basically all the sheets are exactly the same. And it's just the way that each person is reading it, like they're seeing the things that mean something to them, and that's what's highlighted in their head. But everybody is looking at it and saying, "Oh, you've got me like 100%. This is exactly who I am." So I want to basically
like newspaper horoscopes.
Yeah, kind of. So I want to basically do that, where I get like 3 volunteers who come up and I have them like draw an outline of their hand, and I take a minute to write something down, and then I pass it back to them, and they read that, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is exactly who I am. How did you know?"
All right, we're gonna need some persuasion here.
Okay. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Persuasion. Okay. Oh.
As soon as you start adding in a writing component to your performance, most of your audience kind of drifts away. There's only like one person kind of still standing there at your table, starting to do exactly as you told them to.
All right. That's what I had prepared. So. Can I do anything else to try and save it?
What do you wish to do?
Can I try rolling performance?
All right, you can try rolling performance.
Dang it. All right.
Sadly, you failed to impress anybody else to come join the table. It's just that one person.
All right.
Actually, for Blank, are there any kids in the area?
Yeah, there's several.
Blank is going to notice them and then kind of gravitate over and then start doing like sleight of hand tricks, but he's also not actually pulling anything out from behind the kid's ears, and then like doing jackanapes and what's it called? And like tumbling and stuff to entertain the kids.
Okay.
Okay. Is there like a roll for that, or can we just assume I do it, or
performance? Or athletics if you want.
Performance.
Or acrobatics. Sorry.
Oh god. Hang on. Here we go. My dice. Redo that one. That was an actual roll. Oh,
Wait, you're rolling physical dice?
13. Yeah, I'm cooking. I don't have my sheet open in front of me. I do remember what all his important stats were. And I know he has a +5 to performance because that's one of his primary things. Rolled an 8, so that's a 13.
Yeah. Your tumbling impresses 1 or 2 kids, but several of the others wander away looking bored.
Oh. Blank is visibly sad.
Tough crowd tonight.
Don't worry, you're doing about as well as Cotton. Selmy.
Yes.
Do you want to give me your alchemy roll to see if you can get that potion going now that you spent 4 hours studying?
Oh, well, is it a kind of thing I can set up and leave so I can go do my actual real work? Or do I have to stay here?
Okay, you can do that after the performance.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing my normal lighting duties then. Well, wait, if we're still pre-show, I'm gonna be walking around selling drugs. So I guess that's my performance.
Oh, then you wouldn't have had the 4 hours to study your book if you're selling at the same time.
Oh, I thought we were still pre-show.
No, no, no.
No,
Oh,
if it's showtime, I'm doing my light.
basically, there was only about 4 hours in order to when you got back from from the Obsidian Hall and stuff before the show. That's all pre-show stuff. So you basically would have been needing to study that book for 4 hours.
So right up until game time.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically you got the
Oh,
choice
okay, well
there.
then.
Basically, you basically have the choices there to study and learn a new potion or to sell what your current stock. Is
No,
basically
I
what it
want to
boils down
study.
to.
I'm about to make $100 anyway, so I'm good. I'd rather study.
It's 100 gold, which is more like 10,000 bucks. But yeah.
I'm about to make $10,000 anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm good.
I have something else I can try.
Which is like half a year's wages.
Yeah, she goes steady. She's gonna take this me time, and she's gonna work on some self improvement, and then she's just gonna steady right up until it's time for her to go to the big tent.
Anyone have anything else they wish to do before the big tent?
I have something else I can try.
Okay.
I want to try cold read, and this is where I kind of look at somebody and I try to look for like any hidden scars or just scars that look like they've been there for a while, or if I see that they're walking with like a limp or anything that helps me make an educated guess about, oh well, you must have gotten hit in the head when you were younger. And
Same person who was doing the paper for you, or a completely different person?
a different person.
All right, give me a second.
I'm so curious to see where this is going.
Just trying to impress them that I know things that I shouldn't be able to know.
Well, okay. I was wondering if you were looking for people who had head injuries because they'd be easier to track.
No, I'm trying to do the mentalism thing.
Well, I mean, you walk with a limp isn't like super mysterious.
The war injury.
All right. Here's what I need you to do for me. I need you to roll me a 1d10 and then a, let's see, 1d10, 1d10, 2d6, 1d12, 1d10, and 6d10.
Yes.
Or I can do it if you really want.
How many total D10 is that? Is that 8 total?
No, there's 2d10 total, 2d6, 1d12, and then 60, 100.
Oh, okay. The D100 is what I heard D10 there. Okay, 2D10, 1D6, 1D12, and 6D100?
2d6.
2D6, okay. Should be coming through. Oh. That didn't. Huh, that's weird.
I can roll it. It's
Okay.
okay. Oops.
It added it all together.
Yeah, that happens. All right. So, you see a half orc.
Okay.
One second. I realized I did actually lose a d6 in there. You see a half orc of indeterminate gender.
Okay.
who is an adult. Looks to be like has like one of those expressions on their face where the tusk is almost sticking into their eye, or it looks like as if they, you know, they look as if they don't really deal well, you know. Like they've wandered into the circus because of all the bright colors. Let's go with that.
So not super intelligent.
Yeah, not very smart. They have they're green of skin for the most part, except that it seems to be pretty dirt smudged.
Okay.
Their hair is also green. Um, they happen to be a bit short and on the thin side for an orc.
Okay.
And they're just kind of like, you know, wandering over to you and just kind of blinking and like looking around as if they're, you know, looking for something of interest about either you or, you know, what you're doing in front of you.
What kind of outfit are they wearing?
It's kind of like, you know, like a brown tunic and pants, like not particularly well kept. Like they don't look like they have much in the way of money either.
Okay. So not too smart, not too wealthy, but actually fairly poor. Um, a bit thin, a bit short.
And there is you do notice that actually roll a perception check.
Dang, I am not having a night.
Hold on. Yeah, you don't see much of anything else interesting on there.
Wow. And I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, so um, dang, what can I do with that? I wanna call out that he looks underfed, but I don't know where I can go with that because it would be rude to mention that without having food to offer.
The orc just kind of stares for a moment and then says, "Is this the place where you're supposed to sing?"
The orc thinks it needs to sing here.
The orc nods sheepishly. They kind of look around again.
Oh, were you wanting
This
to
this
audition
looks like a concert, yeah.
this? This is a circus. Did you want to
Oh,
meet the owner and see if you could audition?
the orc thinks for a moment. You're not the owner?
Sadly, no.
Oh, dealing with the public is so much fun.
Yeah, Grizz, I'm sorry. I don't know what I can do with this. My roles have not been great.
So Cotton basically just stands there and shrugs. The orc just shrugs back and
Yeah.
then wanders off, never to be heard from again.
Oh, jeez.
I basically have a book of a random NPC generator, and that's basically what it came up with.
I'm done.
I should probably write like a script for that in the future. I keep forgetting macros exist.
Yeah. Somebody else?
Okay.
I'm good till probably the next morning. I'm just gonna perform and recruit, so I'm good.
I'm just gonna show off and perform and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't really planning on doing much during the show.
Tommy's gonna ask Cotton why he's not over at the campfire cooking dinner.
I will. I can do that. But I mean,
And you?
that's normally after the show.
Well, you gotta be ready for it. Like, these people are gonna come out hungry.
There you go.
Hungry.
That way I have that for the future ready to go.
How hungry are they, huh? It's not a 4. It's palatable.
Is it though?
It's just another of those stews that, like, has some hardened bits of potato and some really chewy chunks of meat in it.
You're so fired.
Sure, you're a performer because you kind of suck at all aspects of this.
I'm having an off night.
What you said the last night. Actually, last night you said more.
I'm
Just
having an off week.
earlier.
Look, this is why I wanted to find Grace.
This is also why I wanted to find Grace. Oh yeah, I guess that's another thing. I'll
Blank
ask
is making
Mel about.
you know that sound that cats make right before they throw up a hairball?
Yeah, that happened this morning.
That is what Blank is doing right now. He's not making a sound, but he's doing that exact motion. Sorry.
Oh God.
Yeah. Is there a roll I can make to try and repair the food? Like add some spices, take the meat out, re-saute it, maybe add a bit of a roux in.
You can make a survival check as well.
Survival. Okay, that's a +2. Yes, +2 for me. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah, I heard that lovely sound this morning while I was eating breakfast.
15.
Yep. There's nothing like it waking you up in the middle of the night.
Especially when you're sleeping on the floor.
Well, for me, it wakes me up in the middle of the night, and I go, God damn it, and then I fall back asleep. So then in the morning, I step in it.
It's like, oh, poor Katie.
Yeah, but for what it's worth, I got a 15 on survival.
All right. Yeah. So basically, while you can't really, grab out all the meat and re-saute it, you do manage to put in some roux, put in some spice, manage to somehow up the heat under it so that it, cooks a little bit better and thickens up.
I got wings. I can flap them.
Mm-hmm.
Heat up the fire that way.
The Cotton be like, watch what he's doing.
You get to the point where the potatoes are softer and the meat is.
I don't know if y'all remember, but when you named me the breakfast bitch, that was an amazing breakfast.
It was.
Yes, you can make breakfast. Apparently, you can't make any other meal of the day.
Yeah. It's like this one guy I knew back in Boy Scouts who somehow managed to both burn spaghetti and also melted a hole in a pan.
What kind of
At the
pan?
same time.
It was an aluminum pan, to be sure. It was camping gear, but I mean, even still, that's kind of impressive.
No.
He was he was like steaming some water underneath tortillas to get a nice and soft for fajitas we were having, and forgot that he had to add more water into the pan once it all steamed away.
Oh no!
And when we took everything off, we saw that it looked like a Hershey Kiss on the bottom of the stove, and then we saw there was a matching hole in the pan right above the Hershey's Kiss. And they're like, Connor, you moron.
Yeah, so Bubbles is also going to ask Meryl about putting out a sign for a new cook.
Meryl already has the sign up and is basically, I don't know, but maybe tomorrow, if you are going back into town anyway, ask around, see if anybody's looking for a job that doesn't mind traveling.
But I'll
Would it be
do
to
more.
send him to cooking school?
I'm about to be kicked out of the circus.
Yep. You had one job.
I can't develop an act, and I can't cook anymore.
So, Selmy, do you want to give me your alchemy supplies roll to see if you've gotten the potion up and going?
Let me intended hunter.
Sadly, you must have either read something wrong or maybe your ingredients have gone bad, because either way, the potion did not come out as expected. You may have to go back to the drawing board.
Okay, I'm gonna go dump it in the outhouse.
Do we have an outhouse?
Where do you think
Let's
everyone's
assume.
moving? Of course you
I
have an
assumed we
outhouse.
just had a trench or something. Like, I just didn't think we had an actual building since we're
They would
traveling.
have they would have set up buildings like basically the equivalent of porta potties that would have been set up over a trench.
Okay.
That way people don't have
Be
to see
classy.
you doing your business.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's just blank. Right there, I thought that Cotton had the world's most unusual mustache, and it's just Blank's name superposed on top of him.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay, well, Selmy's going to bed after her failed attempt.
All right. Anyone else have
So-
anything they wish to do before you sleep?
I mean, I'll eat the mediocre stew.
Well, Brink improved it, so it tastes better.
Yeah. That's why I'm willing to eat it.
Thanks.
I will also eat it because it looks like no one's vomiting immediately or anything. So
I'll eat it.
See?
Should I roll Constitution?
Nah, you think you're all good for this one.
I'm the most supportive coworker. Okay.
All right. So, it is now the 16th. Today, you have an appointment set with the headmaster of the Obsidian Hall for noon.
But are all of us going, or just Selmy and Cotton?
That's up to you guys.
Well, it's up to Selmy and Cotton whether they tell us about it.
I
You said something.
yeah, I wouldn't have kept any secret on that. So, assume you know.
Okay. I mean, Bubbles is fine with going, especially if we can stop by that bar in town and ask her if any locals have itchy feet and decent cooking.
Well, when we went into town yesterday, the bar wasn't open early.
Oh, yeah. Crap. And you guys wouldn't let me knock on her door. Well, shit. Well, we could go
Maybe
after the college, maybe.
I don't have a problem with
so
all of
maybe
us
you could
going.
go look around at food stalls or whatever and see if there's any down on their luck food stall vendors or whatever.
But if they're down on their luck, then they probably suck at cooking.
Or maybe they're just in a saturated market.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll come along mostly for the wandering around trying to find a cook afterwards part, but also I don't know, Bubbles feels a little bit She wants to be there to defend her character about Rock. If it comes up, she wants people to understand that she's the victim here.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna try and cook breakfast. I cooked breakfast.
The most when you get to the breakfast tent, it is the most amazing breakfast you have ever smelled, full of wonderful delights. It is astounding that Cotton cooked this after the botched dinners the last couple nights. Apparently, this man does know his way around baking. Perhaps you should not be having him cook. Perhaps you should just be having him bake.
Yeah, I'm all down.
You can also
I'm
whip
all
up
over
eggs
that.
and bacon, but yeah.
We could just have breakfast all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, breakfast for dinner is a thing, Cotton. You should look into it.
I'm cooking with the supplies that the sisters have available to me.
The cook is usually in charge of ordering stuff.
They haven't let me order anything.
Have you tried?
Well, I didn't ask the sisters, but I did ask our DM.
Since you're not officially hired yet by the sisters, they are not interested in providing you with anything yet.
Probably
you're
still
in a
wondering why you haven't
trial.
gone home.
You're still in a trial period.
Okay. Well, I eat breakfast.
Okay. Yeah, I ate the hell out of breakfast.
Same.
I saved some breakfast for later, just in case.
Yes. Yes.
Your doggy bag.
Do I have to roll a sleight of hand to like palm some rolls to keep in my trailer?
If that's what you want to do, if you want to be, sneaky about it, you can.
Well, am I allowed to take food away from
Sure.
like the communal area and store it?
As long as there's enough food for all, you're fine.
Okay, then I'll just take some. And sort of stare at Cotton while I point out that this is for later in case I need it.
We're going into town. We're going to try to find Grace. We'll see if there's any other cooks around.
Yeah, you can just be like the pastry chef or something, and we can get somebody to do the rest of it. Because every circus needs a pastry
Rex
chef.
isn't coming with us. Who's gonna carry me?
I mean, I guess I could carry you. Bubbles is gonna ask, are you willing to sit on Bubbles' shoulders?
Oh yeah, that's usually how she
Blank ducks
she
down in
sits on
front of you and
Flex's
pats his
shoulders.
shoulders. When you
Yes, I wanna
drive about
see.
who's going to carry you.
Yeah, tell me, Blank is offering to carry you.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Tell me, I'm gonna jump on Blank's back and like forward, ho!
What'd you call him?
So Blank, give me a strength roll if you're letting Selmy climb on you.
I climb. I said jump. I'm gonna like launch myself like a child, like onto his back,
Because if you recall, he is.
and I'm gonna like wrap my hands around his neck.
Because Blank is about the same size as you, and he's a bird.
Yeah, I think he weighs less than you. I think we established that
Yeah.
a couple games ago.
So Blank,
No,
give
like
me a strength
he's
roll.
a little bit bigger, I think.
Yes, but being a bird, he's got hollow bones. He weighs less.
Blank got a 16. Also, even though Blank is about 3 inches taller than Selmy, I think he weighs like 20 pounds less.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So.
What do you weigh?
So I got a 16, by the way, for strength.
Yeah, that's what I was responding to. So you're able to like carry Selmy, but she is heavy compared to you. So this is a challenge to your muscles. Flex.
I'm only gonna
Flex,
make him endure it to like the other end of the courtyard.
Yeah, Flex
Blank, as
is
best
so
he
proud of
can, with
this.
both feathers and a beak on his face, does his best Flex impression.
Yeah, I imagine that Flex is very proud of this.
Well, once they're done and Bubbles is done laughing, she'll carry Selmy on her shoulders so that everybody can still see her body. That's the way to carry her while blocking the least of her beauty.
Just
Well,
have
if the
Selmy
least I can
literally
do is
stand on
make you
top of your
sparkle,
head.
then.
Yeah.
That works too.
Selmy literally sits on your head like a hat.
But then they won't see my face.
I said like a hat, not like a veil.
But she has legs.
Cross-legged.
Her. I don't think you understand how balance
Cross out
works.
gloves.
Not everybody has wigs.
Okay, fine. Or she sits backwards. So the legs go
Fair
down the
enough.
back of your head like hair.
Yeah, I guess.
What if I have to fart?
Don't.
I could
In
see
some
the
cultures,
two of you
that's
actually
considered an
saying that in
all-natural.
character.
Yeah. In some cultures, that's considered an all-natural moisturizer.
No, it's not. God damn it. Just
I think
because
I'll
I
just
eat
stick
raw
with
meat doesn't mean I don't have standards.
the shoulders are fine. The shoulders are fine. But I will make her sparkle. Trips to make her sparkle.
Thank you. It's the least you can do. Also, I forgot. But when we're in town, Bubbles wants to buy an actual physical face veil because last time she was using an illusion. But she wants to buy an actual physical face veil because the party is going to be full of rich noble people, which ups the chances of foreign rich noble people, and she doesn't want to be recognized.
Doesn't want anybody from
So
home
I'm
to see her.
Yeah, she doesn't want anybody from home to recognize her and for it to get back to her family. So she wants to wear like just a tiny gauzy face veil thing.
That's some forward thinking.
I didn't
This
think
Thank
you
feels
you.
like it's
liked
going to end up
the
being
look
like a
that
celebrity
much, but I am
wearing
really happy you
sunglasses
did.
as a disguise.
Sorry, what?
This feels like it's
It's
going to
just
be.
that I.
Oh, go ahead, tell me.
No, go ahead.
This feels like it's going to end up being like like when celebrities wear like little tiny sunglasses, and then it gets surprised when someone recognizes them. I feel it's going to turn into that.
Entirely possible. Just because she's forward thinking doesn't mean she's bright. Uh,
Or she's thinking on a level that we can't even comprehend.
yes. Yeah, it's like when you go to an opera or something, people wear a tiny mask and their spouse doesn't recognize them until they take it off. Uh, she's running on theatrical rules. It doesn't mean the rest of the world is, but
I mean, she is the
she's
bard.
trying. Yeah, exactly. To her, this makes perfect sense. Whether it works out, yeah, but that's up to Grant.
Oh,
We have our agenda. We're going to the Mage College, then we're going veil shopping and cook shopping, and then we're going home.
Yeah.
all right. While you guys are doing that, Blank is keeping an eye out for that mysterious figure he saw the one time with Flex.
All right, please give me a perception roll then.
Oh, and dang it, 12.
All right. There are a lot of people around you as you enter the city, and you don't think any of them look familiar.
Hi, so Who's a safety kitty? Come
All
on.
right. So you're heading straight for the Mage College, for the Obsidian Hall.
Yeah.
Well, the
Figure
appointment's
we
at
wouldn't
noon,
have
right?
left at it.
Yeah, the appointment's at noon. It's still a bit early since you just had breakfast.
Then we could go veil shopping first.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I need to cut this up first.
There's a lot of background noise, guys.
Oh shit, sorry, that's me. I forgot to turn it off. That's me. Sorry, my bad.
All right. So you said veil shopping,
Yeah.
if I heard you right.
Yeah. Do we know? Do I know where I can get that? Or at least do I know how to get to the right district?
Probably the shop ward, and you've been there a few times.
Okay.
So we're looking for a clothing store.
While she's shopping for her veil, I want to go see my buddy Gibril. And I want to try and sneak away and see if I can get to him alone.
All right. Well, roll roll stealth.
Got it.
Yeah,
Should
even
we
with
roll
passive
perception?
resistance, they notice you.
Where you going, Cotton?
I was just trying to go see that guy that I know and see if he's gotten any new leads.
Yeah. He seemed like an upstanding citizen. Go for it. Do you want us to come with you?
No, he doesn't really like crowds of people he's not familiar with.
He's a shop owner.
He has specific clientele.
Well, that's not ominous. Okay.
Okay, so I go see him.
And the rest of the party, is anyone following Cotton, or is everyone just heading to the shop?
No, I'm excited for the Bubbles veil trying on montage we're about to do.
Yeah, there might be some fun clothes for me too, so I'm pretty into that.
Yeah, I assumed Tonka was gonna either try to one up me or talk me into buying something ugly. So
Probably
he needs to be
both.
there.
Let's be
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. Back at you.
Zach, what are you doing? Zach? Blank? If you're talking, you're
And
muted.
Sammy's dragging him to come shopping with the girls.
He's the one who would be most likely to sneak after Cotton, though.
Yeah,
We
that's
like
why
to
I was
spy on
asking.
That's
people.
true.
Yeah.
Zach!
Hello, is this thing on?
I
Yeah.
can hear you now.
Hang on a
Yeah.
second, my Bluetooth's fucked up. Give me a second here. I gotta drop in and out. Can you guys hear me now? This thing on?
Come on
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, what's going on?
So
My cat's
the girls
all over
are
me.
going clothes shopping, and I'm trying to sneak away to go see my fence. But y'all all saw me try to leave.
Okay, Blank is going to do that thing they do in cartoons where like they walk along behind a person and like mimic their exact steps. He's
Following
shadowing
me?
you. Yeah.
Okay.
So how about you give me a stealth roll?
Oh, I'm not trying to be stealthy.
Okay, so basically, anytime you look over your shoulder, Cotton, you notice Blank is there.
Yeah.
And he's doing exactly what you, because when you look over your shoulder, Blank is also looking over his shoulder.
Yep. Huh. How to lose the bird.
I mean, do you really need to lose the bird? He doesn't talk anyway.
That's true. He can't really narc on you.
Yeah.
Oh, God, how do I get this fucking thing to work here?
All right, which group goes first?
I am thinking the ones off to clothing shopping because they asked first.
Okay.
So, give me a perception check, clothing shopping people.
I get to roll something. Of course, that means I have to go back to
Is it working?
perception. Awkward. It's not a nat 1 either. I just saw that nat.
All right. So Selmy is the first one to notice the building and the shop front and the sign. One that you can see through the windows definitely has clothing in it, and a sign reading "Sensual Secrets."
Oh, it looks like a shop full of sexy shit. Let's go in there.
Hell yeah. Bubbles is just gonna let her, like, steer her by the head frills, because Bubbles is just clueless. Yeah,
Kind
Selmy
of
can
like
just,
rocking
like...
back and forth like a toddler. Like, giddy up. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Lingerie.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So amid the clothes, you spot the proprietor. Lean, like half-orc woman with shoulder-length black hair. She seems to be currently fussing with something on a display. She turns her head and kind of smiles as you come in. Ah, good customers. I hope you... I hope I can help you find what you're looking for today. And my, aren't some of you very pretty at all? Looks like you know how to dress. Actually, all
Thank
three
you,
of you.
yes.
Sorry, since it's Tonka, Bubbles, and Selmy, correct?
Yeah.
Cotton and
Yeah, I
Bubbles.
think we all have
And
pretty high charisma.
Yeah, all three of you look so fetching in those outfits, but how can I improve them?
Well, I mean, I would like to point out that I'm naked, but, and yes, it
You look
is the
very
best
pretty.
outfit.
It looked like you definitely need to be... definitely need an outfit, my dear.
Well, I was looking for a face veil to add an air of mystery.
Mystery. I can see
Yes.
that. I only have a few of those. But, yes, if an air of mystery is what a woman wants, it's what she gets, yes?
Yes. Take me to your harem girl collection.
Do you get one that sparkles like a prostitute?
I don't
Sorry.
have many of that ilk, but I do have a few that you might like. And she heads over to like one corner where you basically have hats for the most part, but there are several veils. She holds up one that seems to be beaded with a few sparkly beads thrown in.
What color is it?
Let's see. Some of the beads are purple. Some of them are blue. It is mostly very sparkly. It seems to change slightly in color depending on how the light's hitting it.
Sounds
Alright, do you
good.
think it's pink enough?
I don't know. I really like red. Do you have that in red?
I don't
Like
have
red and
a
orange.
beaded one, unfortunately, in red, but I do have this nice cloth one here. Actually, sorry, I have this nice silk one here that you might find pleasing to the touch. And she pulls out another one. This one might work okay with your facial structure. Some of the ones here, unfortunately, are based on, well, flat faced anatomy, would be the best way to put it. But I think this would fit nicely on your face.
Well, I suppose if you're flat faced, you have more of a reason to need a veil.
She chuckles.
I will. Is there a mirror? Can I try them both on?
Yeah, she offers them both to you and shows you to the mirror that's by the counter.
I will try them both on. How do they look? Because I really like sparkles, but I also really like red.
Okay, good. It's working.
Girl, you deserve them both.
Got how to use this damn thing.
Yeah, that's more of a
Well,
you
like,
guys question rather than me. So
All right. Well,
I can't wear them both at once, though. You're right. I
Right,
do
you got
deserve
like a,
all of
also
them.
got us some
But
more veggie
a
oil.
weekend and a
Zach-
weekday veil.
oh, sorry. What? A weekend and a weekday veil. Well, normally I don't need a veil. I mean, I'm gorgeous, but
I
I
don't.
just want it for the party. Zach, mute.
But am I not on mute again? Damn it! Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Damn it!
Not the usual response.
Yeah.
You could incorporate like one of those costume changing things into your routine. Like you start off with one costume and then, you know, a little sparkles into magic and poof, you're in a new one.
I mean, I like sparkles and magic, but I have.
I'm gonna take fails and I want to be like up against her stomach, back and forth to produce like different lights to see which one looks better.
Yes. Yes. Give me
See,
your pay light.
this one looks good in muted lights, while this one looks good in blue lights.
Well, what about like the stroby circusy lights?
I'm gonna conjure a stroby circusy light.
I'm gonna start dancing while holding the veils up to the mirror.
I think this might come down to a coin flip.
Yeah, well, okay. How see-through are they? Rose.
The one with the beads is like anywhere the beads are not, there are gaps and it's see through. The red one, on the other hand, is nearly opaque with only the red one on the other hand is nearly opaque with only a little bit of your own natural color shining through that.
Okay. Can I tell like the bead one is lacy, but do I feel like it changes my facial features enough? Like, does it disguise me?
I think they both would work as a disguise.
Okay. And are they both comfortable?
I imagine so for you in your circumstances, yeah.
I was just sometimes just because it fits snouts doesn't mean it fits my snout. So I thought I'd ask. Yeah, how much are they?
Let's see. Going with the pricing range that I have. She says, "Well, they are a little bit pricey, I think. At the beaded one is only 2 silver, whereas the silk one, given that it is made of silk, is 4 silver."
I I can afford them each. I don't know if I want to buy both, though.
I'll see if I can find a shopping bag and suggest you try that one instead.
Frenemy burn.
Are there any like moo-moos or anything that I can suggest for her?
Yes, actually, there are the various articles of clothing. All of them look like they are designed for, uh, I don't like the term like male or female, but what we mostly think of like is masculine clothing and feminine clothing. The clothing
Yeah.
choice here would be feminine, not necessarily female body type, but it would be feminine so that people would feel feminine regardless of any gender they might possess, sort of, or any like racial things. It's more like a universal appeal to quote unquote femininity is what the shop has. So yes, you would have things like muumuus in this place.
Yeah, I want like the biggest like orc muumu I can find to recommend to her. Just like be swallowed by 80 yards of fabric.
We were like a something designed for a minotaur.
Yes. Perfect. I think this would really enhance your act. It would really help with your look.
So,
Since this shop is designed to appeal to inherent femininity, I would like to try to find a dress with pockets.
The owner,
many goddamn pockets as I can find.
The owner listens to your plight and kind of nods rapidly and brings you over to one that at first looks like it is just a gown with several layers, pleating out. But then she lifts up the side panels and you can see pockets going all the way down. And she basically says, it's designed to hold various things. You could put things like books, potions, money, and it'll drape around you, even with these flaps down so that nobody can see that you have them there, and it doesn't ruin your line at all.
Salmi begins openly weeping.
Aww.
Just tears of joy coming down her face.
She gives you a slight.
What color is it?
It is a lovely light purple, lilac color. With the slight bluish tones to it. And she says, unfortunately, this one is rather expensive. It is a whole gold for this outfit.
Done.
And she's like,
done.
And it is definitely one size for a halfling or a gnome or a goblin, basically anything of that size. And she's like, oh. And she smiles. Let me help you with the fitting, okay? So we can make sure that everything is fitting just perfectly for you.
Is Selmy going to wear her pants under this?
Up to Selmy.
Do I need to though? How easy would it?
Is it badge on the back of my head? So.
Oh. No, I mean, I'll be wearing my I don't know, small clothes. I guess that's what you call them.
Okay. It's still gonna be kind of indecorous, but okay.
Like little medieval bloomers or whatever.
Yeah. You're still gonna be wearing a skirt and straddling my head, but that's fine. Whatever. I mean, I don't have any room to talk. At all. So.
I imagine it's probably not going to be convenient to get to my pants pockets while wearing the dress. So if that's the case, I'm not going to wear my pants.
All right. Joining the Flasher Brigade. I love it.
It's a long dress, right?
Well, is it roomy enough for her to spread her legs wide enough to ride me home, or?
Sounds Title of your sentence.
It is the material. Because of the way the material is designed for pockets, and for a good stretch, give, and still hanging the right way. It is designed.
Hold on. What? Please repeat that exact phrasing that Stelmy just said, or not Bubbles, I think.
Bubbles.
Yeah, Bubbles. Yeah. Please repeat that. I want my roommate to hear this.
Oh man, I have a fever. I don't quite remember. Is it roomy enough for her to still straddle my head?
Spread her legs and ride me home.
So that you can ride your head home.
Yes.
Oh, this is a bard party through and through.
You don't have to make it weird, Zach.
I didn't need to make it
weird. The title of her sex tape.
I didn't need to make it weird. It was already comfortably weird enough.
You have a party of all bards, they're going to act like a party of all bards, okay? These things are important. She wanted a ride. I'm being considerate.
It also doesn't get any better when the context of this. She's asking about her underwear.
Well, she was wearing pants when I gave her the ride here, and now she's not going to be, which means that she's going to be pressed up against the back of my head.
Get better. Oh, hey, I gotta mute and get this real quick.
So it does stretch enough. Grizz, you were saying it does stretch enough?
Yes, the way the material is designed to stretch and still hang a certain way, with stuff in the pockets, means that it's also good for being able to even run in it if you need to. Basically, it's designed to both be fashionable and keeps in mind clearly somebody who goes out and potentially raids tombs or fights monsters.
That is worth a gold.
I'm even more in love with it. Okay, let me just take a gold off of my sheet here.
So does the red one look fancy? I mean, I know it's silk, but does it look fancy and expensive? Because it's not decorated.
The silk one, it does look fancy.
Then I'm gonna buy that one. And I'll pet the beaded one, but I'll buy the red one. You said it was 4 silver, right? For the red?
Yes, 4 silver for the silk because silk is more expensive.
Yeah. Red. So veil. It's in my inventory. All right, I'm gonna try to find more ugly things to talk Tonka into. Now that I'm done shopping.
Sally's spinning around in front of the mirror like a little girl who's never had a dress in her life.
Aww.
Did Tonka buy anything?
Heartwarming.
I guess I could ask if there's anything really colorful.
Yeah,
or just look for it.
there's some pretty colorful things in the shop. What sort of clothing are you looking for?
Something I could perform in, I guess.
As in a dress, as in a veil, as in what's the name of it? It's not a pashmina, but it's similar to that, where it's like a long thing of clothing that you wrap around yourself a bit.
Bodysuit.
No. It's kind of like
No, I'm saying she needs something like a bodysuit.
Yeah, she does, because she's an acrobatic.
That's a good point. I was thinking dancer for a moment.
She needs medieval spandex.
Yeah.
Oh, do they have a gimp suit? I'm gonna try to talk her into that.
No,
You
there's
know,
no
if it's
gimp. You
colorful.
look. You
Damn.
look around and you don't see anything that appears to be a gimp suit.
A morph suit.
What about like a full facial covering? Like a motorcycle helmet type amount of full facial covering that I can also recommend.
Or a mask.
Yeah, just like a full facial mask.
Well, there are veils of various kinds, some which, like, pretty much cover the entire head. There's nothing quite masky about it, unfortunately. Nothing that'll adhere to the face and be good for an acrobat.
And they're probably attractive, so that ruins my point. All right.
Yeah, they might
Yeah.
obscure her vision.
I'm okay with that.
So when you say colorful, are you looking for like multicolored or bright colors?
Yeah, I might as well. I could see if any of the veils are like that, I guess. Just lots of bright colors.
Can you repeat what type of clothing it was? I just heard bright colors.
Veils.
So, yeah.
You say more veils? Yeah, there's some more veils.
Yes.
Colorful veils.
Are you looking for beaded? You're looking for silky? Looking for more cloth? What are you looking for in terms of materials?
Let's go with some beads.
Yeah, the beads ones are definitely colorful, especially when the way the light catches them.
So I could get one of those.
Please do, because Bubbles is really going to enjoy the first time you turn upside down in it.
That's okay. Tonka's gonna practice with it, I guess. You know.
Damn.
She can
Maybe
pin it.
I'll wear it like on my butt instead.
She could pin it to her hair.
That's true too. Yeah, you can wear it like a hat.
I guess you can do that. Again, the beaded veils are 2 silver. The more silky veils are 4 silver.
So I'll pay 2 silver for one of the beaded ones.
All right.
I just realized we never decided where we're going to meet the dudes.
Yeah.
We
Speaking of
just
the
walked
dudes.
off to go shopping.
Speaking of the dudes.
We have the appointment at the college.
Yeah.
That's true, but we didn't discuss it.
I'm sure we did. Well, I mean, because y'all saw me leaving, so I couldn't really sneak away. So I
No,
probably
you
said,
told us where you were going. We just didn't say where we were going to meet back up.
yeah, I probably
If
said
we were going to come to you, or you were going to come.
I probably
Okay.
told y'all I'd see you at the college.
Okay.
All right, so
Fair
over
enough.
to me.
Yes.
Okay,
Good shadow.
so I'm gonna go in and wait for Mr. Feldspar to finish with any current customers.
And he spots you, and after the current customers leave, says, "Aha! You've come back again. What are you trying to sell me this time?"
Actually, I was hoping you might have something for me. I'll motion to Blank, who is right on my tail, and I'll say, I'm working the circus right now. Emphasis on working, and because he's my fence, so I assume he understands what I tend to do.
Yeah,
Right.
he's just kind of nodding slowly.
This right here, this Kenku. Actually, you know what? We don't know his name. or its name. We don't know a lot about this character, but he's one of the circus folk. I'm kind of trying to gain um trying to be friends with them, and trying to get them to like me a little better. The boss at the circus said that I could try to do an act, and I convinced her that I knew some mentalism, where you can make people believe that you're reading their minds. And I was just wondering if you had like
Your
any,
fence starts to chuckle.
yeah, I was wondering if you had any like books that might help me, or if you know anybody who could
Books
train me in this.
of mentalism.
I haven't been doing as well as I thought I would with this tact. And I was wondering if you might have anything that might help me with this.
Me personally, nah. I don't know anything when it comes to that. He laughs. But if you're really interested in books, you do know there's a library in town, right?
I didn't think about the books until I walked in here. Oh. Yeah, I can check out the library. You don't have any gadgets or anything that might help me convince
Gadgets?
people?
No.
All right. Hey, thanks for your time, buddy. I'll see you around.
Well, do you know how to get to the center of the learned?
Get to the what?
The ward that has the library and the museum and the schools and stuff.
Oh, I thought we'd been there.
You went to the edge of it because the Obsidian Hall kind of straddles between Center of the Learned and the Magic Ward.
I would greatly appreciate a map if you've got one. I can give you a silver.
Keep your silver. And he basically describes how to get to the Center of the Learned from his shop.
Okay. I'm still planning on going to the college though.
Basically, it's on the way. Basically, the library is on the way to the college.
Okay. Then I will head that way and assume Blake is just following me.
All right. I imagine.
I am still following you. Yes.
I imagine this is still while the other three are in the middle of their shopping. Selby's probably buying her dress and is getting fitted for it.
Yeah. So that's my goal in breaking away from the group is I'm trying to find something to help me with the mentalism.
All right. So you head into the Center of the Learned, and do you progress to the library at this point?
Yeah.
All right. There are big signs in the front of the library that says, basically that instructs that it's run by the history keepers.
Okay.
That it says that do not attempt to steal books or you may end up disintegrated, with a smaller little writing saying, "We are not kidding."
Okay.
Basically, big warnings to keep people who might be inclined to steal books from dying.
Gotcha.
I like these librarians already.
Yeah. I wasn't planning on stealing.
You head in. The library, you can already tell from the outside, is a big place full of books. There are books in front of you. There's actually, no, sorry. As soon as you come in, there are various reading tables. There are lines of books. And as you start looking down the center lane, I would actually like, since this is the first time into the library, both of you to roll wisdom saving throws. And this is not magical.
Okay, where's my saving throw? Here we go. Ooh.
An
All right.
ominous library.
So, neither of you are likely prepared for the sight that greets you at the big, round librarian desk in the center of things. To see the floating creature with the many eyes dancing around it. Especially with the one big guy that looks out directly at you as you come in, and kind of like almost glaringly saying, "New people to the library." You can decide if you wish to run away immediately or drop to the ground with that lack of wisdom saving throw to see a beholder up close for the first time.
Can I press myself against the wall?
You can bump into the nearest stack of books because it's kind of like in the middle of the things. You're down a row with the books and tables, so there's like no wall directly there. They're just shelves of books.
I will
Can
drop
I
to the ground.
climb the shelves of books to get above the beholder?
You can certainly try.
It's acrobatics, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
dropped to the ground,
Plus
cowering.
7. Don't fail me now. Oh, modified 20.
So the bird just goes dashing up the sack of books. the gnome just kind of cowers under the oppressive eye, the big eye of the beholder.
I was thinking, I don't know why I'm in here. What am I gonna do?
Blank sees you talking and gives like a big dramatic shush gesture. Let me see if I can find anything appropriate in my GIF thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till I see that before saying anything else.
Here we go.
That doesn't look like shushing.
But you also can't see Blank from where you're at, since Blank is on top of a bookshelf and you are flat on the ground at the moment,
Yeah.
cowering. The beholder just kind of lets out a soft chuckle, but very quietly, and says, "Get up, gnome. Why have you come in here? What book are you looking for?"
I was hoping to find something to help me with mentalism.
A conning art. Kind of gives you another look, and the eyes just kind of like the various eyes that hang down from the center mass just
Yeah.
kind of like wave around for a minute. Ah, yes. And they all suddenly point in one direction. Go down that row of books. It should be on the bottom shelf near the end. Just poke around at the few tables, but be careful with the books.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. ma'am.
Blank drops down in front of the beholder and then starts doing an interpretive dance routine.
Roll performance.
Trying to communicate to the beholder.
Communicate what exactly?
Gratitude in this particular case. But I'm mostly just because I'm imagining the beholder just talking to a gnome that was cowering, and then out of nowhere, bam! Black and white bird person doing an interpretive dance routine.
Fair enough.
So I'm waiting for.
I like to have the NPCs have at least one what the fuck moment with my characters.
Yeah. So I still need that performance check from you, Zach.
All right, performance check. 17.
All right. So the eyes are still all but the middle eye is still pointing in the direction that the beholder is sending cotton, and the middle eye just kind of rotates towards you, and it seems to tilt. You know, the mouth seems to tilt some, and says, "Oh, interesting. Some kind of skunk bird.
Blank is going to stop his
Burn.
routine and cross his wings in front of his chest and pout.
Is this your pet gnome?"
Blank is going to reach out, grab Cotton by the collar, and then using some of like the string he has in his pouch, fashion like a makeshift leash for Cotton.
Oh, the gnome is your pet. All right.
Double thumbs up.
I'm nobody's pet.
Blank smacks him and points at the ground.
I look at the ground to see what he's pointing at.
And then I flounce off, dragging you behind me.
I work the collar off my neck. Towards those books as quick as I can.
Would that be opposed sleight of hand rolls?
Let's see. Yeah, that would be a post sleight of hand. Yeah.
Yeah, to see if he can get like his collar off faster than I can, than the quality of what I made. Oh damn!
Cotton is free of the collar.
For the book.
Yeah.
All right. So give me an
I'm debating how
investigation.
long.
Give me an investigation check to look for the book that was mentioned.
Yeah.
Thank you, good rolls.
Yeah, you quickly find it, but Blake technically finds it first. Does Blake want to try to grab it first?
Yeah. Blank is going to grab it and then stick out his bird tongue at Cotton.
Another sleight of hand
Yes,
roll off. But Blake gets advantage for rolling investigation higher.
Tongue. Oh, here we go. No.
Come on.
Here it goes.
Oh, come on.
There it goes. Sleight of hand. Where's my fucking... There it is.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yep.
He didn't even need advantage. So
Hey.
Cotton's about to grab the book. Blake grabs it first.
Yeah. Hell, I would have
Bird,
rolled
you
with
need-
disadvantage.
Bird,
if
you
he
need
had
to be
advantage.
careful. You need to be careful. The eye guy back there said you need to be careful.
And so we can, Blank is going to hold the book over his head and then pretend to lose his balance.
But you gotta be careful. Can I try to like catch him if I think he's actually gonna fall?
Sure. That would be a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
here's the thing. Blake is only miming that he's trying
Does
to
that
fall.
mean he knocks me over?
Yeah.
And you stumble forward to try to catch it because you think he's falling. You end up tripping over your own feet and start falling into Blank. Blank, you now have to roll a dexterity saving throw to see if you both keep him from knocking into you, and for keeping the book in your hands.
Oh god
That
damn
did
it!
not go well. You both crashed to the
At
ground.
least I didn't get a nat 1 like he did.
Yeah, that would have been bad. You crashed to the ground. Cotton is slightly on top of you.
Hey, I get up, help him up, brush myself off.
But question: is the book safe? Did we damage the book?
The book is safe. You didn't roll a nat 1.
Yeah, it's you know how like at the end, like when the good guy dives into the hold, and then you see like just his hand shoots up holding the thing he was trying to save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Blank does that with the book. Like, there's a big tangle of limbs, and then like the wing shoots up holding the book.
Bird, do you mind if I grab the book now?
Yeah, Blank tosses it to him, like not actually toss, but like hands it over to him. Yeah, in a friendly and jovial manner.
All right, I will head back to the Beholder and see what I need to do to take the book with me.
Herk!
Are you a member of the History Keepers?
I am not.
Hmm. Well, I'll have to get you a card if you intend to touch that out, and I'll have to have your details on file.
How much of my details?
Or you may sit here quietly and study the book, and then return it to my desk immediately before leaving this building.
Well, I was hoping to take some time just to study it. I can fill out any forms you need me to fill out.
A stack of forms kind of levitates in your direction. Several peel off and stop in front of you. Leave the book on the counter and then take a quill and sit at a table to fill them out. I will let you have the book once you are no longer in possession of a quill.
Okay, I will do that. My concern is I don't want to write out my full name.
You will need to in order to be a member of the library network.
Okay,
The
I
history
will write out my full name.
keepers are very clear on this.
I shield the paper though,
We need
so
to be
that
able to find you if you
yes.
take the book too far away.
Okay, I'm gonna write out my full name, but I want to shield the paper so that blank can't see my name.
Blank Blank was not caring, but as soon as he sees you trying to hide it, he is going to try and see what your actual name is. Yeah. It's like a cat. As soon as you try to hide it, that's when they care. So is investigation, perception?
This would be perception.
And
good.
for me, sleight of hand.
Yes, and you would be sleight of hand.
Wouldn't that be stealth, maybe? I don't know. Oh, yeah, you
Okay.
Blank's taking it easy on you after that humiliating thing where you knocked me over.
You brought that on yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But, arrogance is a thing. Blank might be a bird, but he still kind of acts like a cat.
Catbird.
So I finish the papers and hand them to the beholder, and I kind of
The beholder skins them over.
I kind of blush, and I just say, hey, it's a family name.
And then proceeds to like you see several of the eyes turn around, and the main eye is still watching you too.
Yeah.
Several eyes turn around. The paperwork zips around to that side, and you see several other objects like lifting up and moving around behind it with telekinesis. And then a small wooden etched card is now placed into your hand with the information that you just filled out onto it now on there with your full name. Listing that you are that by the power of the library and of Orin, as a member of the History Keepers, you are allowed to check out books in network.
Okay, so thank you so much for this card. Is it possible to get this printed with a little bit less information on it? I know you have my information. You have that. Could I just have maybe just my first name on here?
The beholder just stares at you with all eyes fixed on you.
So that's a no then, huh? Okay, I'll just keep this safe on me. Thank you so much.
You are so lucky Bubbles isn't there, because she would make that her life's fucking work to find out what that says.
You may now hold on to that book for 1 week. It needs to be returned, or a fine will be accrued. If you keep with it for more than a week, then the hunters will be dispatched to locate you and the book. If you damage the book, bad things might happen to you.
Oh,
okay. So random interjection here, but now I kind of want to write a story where like that happens and the hunters find him, but it turns out he was trapped in like some dungeon or down a crevice, and he held on to the book because he knew like the librarians would come find him if he held on to the book.
Yeah. And kill me.
That is how it works.
I mean, at least it's a quick death.
All right, I will take my library card and my book, and I will go meet up with the ladies.
Selmy, are you in your new dress?
Oh, and can I roll a stealth check to try and hide the book on me?
Sure.
Well, right.
You have a big book-shaped outline
under your shirt. They know I haven't been doing great.
No. You have a big book-shaped outline under your shirt.
This game wants me to go in a certain direction.
The dice have spoken.
Yeah.
I love how they came through for you where it was really important, though.
So is
Yeah,
Selmy
Sexist.
in her new dress?
Yeah, I just posted it and out of character.
Oh, that is awesome. So yes, you guys see Tonka, Bubbles, and Selmy heading down the street, and Selmy is in a brand new outfit.
Nice. Wow, ladies. You look great.
Bubbles is not wearing her scarf, by the way.
Oh, well.
But yes, I do. Nice dress. Nice gloves. What the hell? Are those your alchemy gloves?
Oh, yeah. Somebody wants to know if she thinks Cotton really thinks she's pretty.
Oh,
That's that insight roll.
Dang.
I mean, I'm not lying. I don't know if he finds you attractive, but he likes the dress.
Is she still riding on me? Or is she walking to show off the dress?
Right now I'm walking. If I get tired,
Okay.
I'll have to ride.
Okay.
But yeah, right
so,
now we're showing off the
people,
pretty
yeah.
new dress.
so we're standing outside the college. You want to head in and see if they're ready for our appointment?
Well, what time
Sure
is it?
thing.
It's getting close to noon.
Okay.
Well, I heard a guy once say that if you're early, you're on time, and if you're on time, you're still on time. So we should go inside.
Cool story, bro. Yeah, I'm cool with going in. I'll follow everybody.
Yay.
Buddy.
Here I see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
What is
Rage!
Sophie? What is Selmy inciting anyway?
He wanted to know if I really thought she was pretty.
Ah.
Or if he was full of shit.
Well, Cotton,
He can be
what's
both.
the answer?
I
I
answered.
wasted a crit on that.
Well, Bubbles didn't need to roll because she knows she looks good.
She knows he's full of shit.
That too, but she knows she looks good no matter what he thinks.
All right, back to the Obsidian Hall. Just like yesterday, you are once again in a large marble foyer, large marble hall of sorts, with a reception desk and everything. There is occasional students wandering through, wearing robes and carrying books under their arms. Nearby, you once again see the entrance to the alchemy shop.
Well, Bubbles and Tonka haven't seen any of this before.
Well, Selmy has.
Yeah.
They had a couple of okay books in there. But I should go back later for ingredients.
So I'm gonna
For that now.
let Selmy take the lead on this because she knows all the Javik stuff. I'm kind of gonna go into a corner and try to just page through the book. Not really trying to read right now, just kind of getting an idea of like the chapters and just like a pre-read.
Are you hiding the fact that you have a book?
Well, I didn't do a great stealth, so if anybody wants to see it, then I'll just let them know that I am not as up on the mentalism stuff as I thought I was, and I am trying to educate myself.
Yeah, Bubbles doesn't care about that. She's gonna try to while Selmy's talking to the secretary, she's not gonna dance, but she's gonna try to sort of pose to see if she can get any of the students to stop and stare at her.
Oh, we're gonna get kicked out of here, aren't we?
We're gonna get kicked out of everywhere. It's what we do. Hey, at least we don't have flax. That would not go well. Yeah, like I said, she's not dancing. She's not humping anything. She's just trying to be alluring and see if she can get anybody to trip over his feet, fall flat on his face, and worship her.
So,
the usual.
Proposing, you can choose either charisma or dexterity.
Charisma's definitely better. So, yeah, charisma's my highest. Dex is second highest. So, charisma. Damn.
Yeah, nobody seems to be interested in your poses.
These students are broken. They're nerds.
Okay, you gonna try to one-up her?
I'm wishing I bought that really giant orc moo so I could just hold it in front like a curtain. That's kind of what I was thinking.
I mean, Bubbles is thinking that too, but in front of you.
So.
Yeah, it was designed more for a minotaur than an orc.
Oh yeah, minotaur. That.
All right.
I get it.
Oh God!
I wasn't even thinking of that pun. I was just thinking of size-wise.
God damn it! Boo! Boo!
Sorry, carry on.
I think you broke us all for a minute.
Just a little bit. I'm processing that.
Was that intentional, Grizz?
No, it wasn't. Not at all.
Oh, I feel like we need to go to that island the guys want to, just so we can add this joke to the Minotaur joke.
Oh God, no. What was the guy's name? Elroy, Leroy, Elliot.
Leroy, I think. Elliot, right?
It was Elliot.
You would need
Elliot
to.
would.
You would need to.
Elliot would laugh at us, and then he would kill us instantly.
See, you would need
Well,
to.
also, I think his island blew up, but
you would need to find your way of getting to another world, and B, have to secure Drew's permission to use it.
and C, go back in time because that island is dead.
No. See,
We never confirmed that. The guys left it before anything happened.
See, no, it would be.
No, they left it on fire.
Guys.
So.
See, it would be an alternate universe world where nothing bad had happened to it yet.
I mean, to be fair, if the guys aren't in this world, the island is still probably fine. There is no demon horse.
Well, the island isn't in this world either.
Yeah, let's assume that again we're on an alternate world where there is this island, or hell, we're in just an alternate version of the guy's world. If the Calamity crew aren't in here, then the island is still here because the island of horrible killers is still intact, and there's also no demon horse.
Fair.
Yeah, Cloak Boy is still trapped.
Anyway, yes. Cloak Boy. All right. Sorry,
He actually has a name too, and nobody I don't think even Drew remembers his name at this point.
Depends on if you took notes or not.
He said his
had a
name.
name.
Yeah, he said his name when they first introduced him, and then everyone started calling him Cloak Boy once Brandon started it, and it's been so long that Drew does not remember his actual name.
Yeah, probably not anymore. I think he corrected people some through that arc, but
No, he corrected them exactly once, and I was like, "No, you're Cloak Boy."
uh, this is how you make a mortal enemy. Anyway,
No, it's not. He's dead.
he was
What
still
are
a
we doing?
mortal enemy until they killed him.
Anyway, the secretary confirms that Selmy has an appointment
All right.
and basically shows her to the stairs at the proper time. Does Selmy take
Zach,
anybody with her?
I assumed we were all
anybody who
going.
wants to come.
Yeah, Bubbles wants to come. She's obviously the most important part of the story, so she needs to be there. Not the
I'll,
game
Selmy doesn't
story,
trust her memory,
the rock story.
so she needs backup.
I'll stay in the waiting room with my book.
I mean, she'll
You weren't
probably be
there anyway.
actively smoking through the story, so she'll definitely need memory backup.
Bubbles, Blank, or Tonka, Blank, you guys coming?
Yeah, I'll go.
So if they're in the meeting and I'm out here, I'm gonna actually start reading the first chapter.
That works.
Alexa, set timer 25 minutes.
You're
She just said my Alexa.
Oh shit! I thought you guys
Zach?
had headphones on. I'm sorry.
you're not muted, Zach.
So we do need to know what you're doing.
Yeah. Is Blake following those three or hanging out with Cotton?
You know, I'm tired of hanging out with Cotton. I've gotten all the entertainment I can from him. I'm going to follow them three. I'm going to be skipping along in front of them.
I wanted to be on my own earlier, and now I am on my own.
All by yourself.
Boy, I'm glad that Kenku can't sing.
So am I.
So Cotton sits by himself and reads, while the other four all trek up to the headmaster's office. The secretary opens up the door, and an elderly gnome looks up from a desk cluttered high with papers and books. He adjusts his glasses as he looks at the group. I thought I only had one visitor.
Bonus.
Jazz hands gesture.
Bubbles is like, "You're welcome."
Yeah, exactly.
We might have thought that because I generally do the talking.
I'm afraid I've only got one chair today. And he gestures at at a nice chair. In
Okay,
front
I
of the
stand on the chair so I'm eye level with him.
Actually, it's a chair that quickly adjusts to your size and shape, so you don't have to stand on it.
Oh.
And also, he's a gnome, so you're already eye level with him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, young lady, what exactly is it that you wish to talk to me about?
Moving past the young part, our circus recently encountered a creature who was brought through sabotage. We can get to that later if you want. But anyway, using crystals that were planted in our circus, this monster was summoned from some kind of a mirror dimension. I shot a magic missile into the void opening, and it just bounced around like it was mirrors. So he was from Mirror World. But anyway, when we were defending ourselves from this monster, our friend here bit the monster and contracted a disease, which we were told upon our arrival to the city greatly resembled a disease associated with a drug called rock. And we thought this would be useful information into finding the source of said rock.
So, a monster somehow.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
hear you.
now I can.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So a monster is somehow related to the rock. Fascinating. I would
Or an
not
extra
have
planar source at the least.
I would not have expected that the drug was cultivated in such a fashion.
The only difference they told me was that my powder that I was able to salvage from the monster before it disappeared, my powder was clear, and theirs comes in a couple different colors, from what I understand.
So were my face bumps. My face bumps were white, and the cathedral lady was surprised that I hadn't had any rage problems. And she speculated it was because it was clear instead of red or blue.
Well, I don't actually know much about the drug other than to keep an eye out for it. Students occasionally like to experiment.
Mhm.
And do you know another wizard named Javik or Javik? Javik, I think he was.
Well, that is not an unfamiliar name, but especially among wizards. Do you know anything about this Javik that you are looking for, other than wizard?
I was hoping to find out because he somehow tricked or coerced our friend Grace into being the one to sabotage our camp with those damned crystals.
I don't think
She was the mole that brought them in.
But you have no other physical descriptions of this Javik?
No, I only got it out of. I only got the information out of her because I gave her a sleeping potion, and on her way under, she started talking about Javik, saying Javik said there wouldn't be any harm. Javik said it would be okay.
And where did this young lady meet this Javik person?
We don't know. She disappeared before we could ask her anything about it, which kind of makes me think that
Other than knowing
it's kind of bad. Like, this guy must be shady if she's disappearing.
Other than knowing he's a wizard?
Yes, that's it. That's all I got. That's my only lead.
Well, I have met several Javiks over my time. So unfortunately, that does not narrow anything down without a description.
Do we remember
Several
what town
wizards?
we? Sorry, do we remember what town we picked up Grace in?
It was up in Cardidianum. It was up in your home country.
Okay, I'm gonna mention that to see if it narrows it down.
He kind of frowns. Oh, perhaps someone from one of those schools up there. There is a really old magic school in the capital city of Cardidium that's been around for a long, long time. Maybe I'll reach out to some contacts there and see if there's any Javiks on their payroll.
Is much appreciated. Thank you.
Especially if that had something to do with. You mentioned mirrors and another extra planar source?
Oh, Smart
Yeah.
came through what appeared to me looked like a freaking tear in the fabric of reality, so I assumed it was a portal to another place.
Do you know what caused this tear?
The crystals. They, I don't know, they synergized and converged with beams of light, and poof, that's where the tear happened.
Do you have any?
It's above my understanding. I'm barely a wizard, to be honest.
That's unfortunate. Do you have any of these crystals?
No, they dissolved into dust, and unfortunately, I was unable to ascertain anything about the. I fucked up. I was trying to figure out where the dust came from, and I boiled the reagent.
He nods a bit. The description of the tear has some vague familiarity. It rings a bell, but I'm not 100% of what
Also,
it might be.
our boss got sort of like haunted and afraid of mirrors.
Oh
She's
yeah,
at the cathedral night now getting fixed, but she had all the mirrors in her trailer covered.
Mirrors haunting.
I think she broke one too.
Huh. She
She said she was
broke a
seeing
mirror.
monsters in the mirror,
Monsters.
and
Mirror.
they were haunting her sleep.
No, I've lost it. Whatever thought was brewing in my head, I have lost it. I can't. It's as if I have heard this story before, but can't remember why or where.
Hmm.
Maybe your younger colleagues would remember?
Perhaps. I will disseminate this towards them. You are the circus folks, yes?
Give him a
Yes.
Red Bull to see if like some stamina helps jog his memory.
I don't think I would like that very much, dear. I think I'd much prefer tea.
Oh, okay.
But you're at the circus, yes?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
from the circus.
So
We're here for another 2 weeks.
So I might be sending some of my colleagues along. Perhaps I might go myself if I find the right information. To see where this all happened, perhaps, or at least talk to some more people. And if I if I figure out what the information I'm thinking of, or was trying to think of, if it solidifies, I can send word to speak with you again.
All right.
Oh,
It
thank you.
didn't happen here. It happened in the middle of a field with very judgmental peasants. But we still have the tent
I'm
and stuff.
sure Meryl and Fundamorph will be able to tell you the exact place we were.
Yeah. If Fundlemorph ever comes back from the cathedral.
Didn't she say she was coming back today?
She did, but she also said she was coming back yesterday, so Bubbles is a little concerned. I mean, we went and we interrupted her meditation and fucked up her treatment just to check on her, and she didn't seem grateful at all. So, clearly something shady is going on.
No, she was grateful to be checked up on. She was just confused as to why you were interrupting her meditation. She wasn't, trying to be ungrateful about it. She was just
Because lack of
confused.
communication. Nobody told them how long it would take.
Okay, she wasn't ungrateful. The damn dragon was ungrateful.
Oh yeah, well after what happened the last time you visited, he was not happy to see you again.
Again, it wasn't posted. They don't have any signs saying not to hump or climb on the statues. As soon as they told us not to, we stopped. God.
So that's when I stopped.
Exactly. Like, it's just unreasonable
To
to
ask
expect people to
forgiveness instead of
intuit your
permission.
rules. Yeah, I mean, God, if I tried to intuit everybody's weird hangups, I'd never get anything
Blank just nods sagely.
done. Anyway,
So, well, they're talking to the headmaster. Cotton, what are you investigating?
I was reading.
All right. You are studying your book. All right. Tell me, Bubbles, Tonka, anything to add? And Blank, are you doing anything?
No, Blank's, he got back to camp and now he is taking himself a nap because it's been a long day.
You're in the
I didn't
headmaster.
know.
You're in the
Yeah, I didn't
headmaster's
know Blank
office.
left.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're in
shit,
the-
we're in the
When did you
headmaster's
leave?
office. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, no. Ankle. Okay,
You
sorry.
can
I'm
still
sorry.
take a nap.
Yeah,
On the headmaster's
Blank
desk.
is
Nothing
going to
bad.
wander out of the headmaster's office, find like a nice tree with like a crooked limb, and take a nap. It's like late afternoon, right?
Yes, it is.
It's
Yeah,
noon.
It's
yeah.
early noon, early afternoon.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Blank is
just
going
like
to find
one.
like a nice shady tree, curl up on like a crook of one of the limbs, and take a nap. Actually, no, not curl. He's gonna stretch out one of those limbs and take a nap in some garden or courtyard somewhere
Like a jungle cat.
because he's bored with all this.
We're never gonna find him again.
It's a bunch of people talking. We're not fighting things. We're not doing a artistic performance.
Well,
So,
Selmy's done.
Tonka and Bubbles, anything to
Yeah,
add?
Bubbles is good. No, I mean, we gave him the information. He seems either old or incompetent or uninterested.
He's interested.
He won't say any of that.
Wow, Bubbles
chill.
really got it opposite. He's quite fascinated by what's going on. He's just very old.
He just,
Did you
I don't know,
feel that way about the private eye?
yeah, kind of. Like, there's just not enough excitement and reverence going on, so clearly he's doing it wrong. But chill.
Maybe he's not the one doing it wrong.
Excuse you. She's gonna head out with everybody and
Actually, now that
try
I
to
think about it, Selmy.
Cotton did not say that.
well, that's good because he and Bubbles aren't in the same room anyway. But we also still need to like go to food stalls and try to find a cook who wants to travel.
Anyway, Selmy wants to re-examine the conversation in her mind, and I want to know if I think the wizard was being as forthright, or if maybe he was a little more interested than he let on, or that kind of info.
All right, roll an insight. All right, so it looks like he was a bit confused about what was going on, as if he was just basically trying to remember something that, like, you know how that goes. There's something at the back of your head, and you're desperate to try to remember what it is because you know it, but you can't for the life of you remember. And so every time you say something, it seems to be adding something that's tickling the back of his brain, and he's just frustrated that he can't remember it. And so he's probably going to be throwing himself into research to figure out what it is that he can't remember. Something that he feels is important, but he just doesn't know how to express it.
Have they left the meeting room?
I'd assume so at this point.
Okay. Since I see that they're done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. And do I see Blank in the tree?
Roll perception.
Yes, it's all about you, isn't it? Yes.
No, you don't see Blank.
Then I'm just gonna head back. I'm gonna head back to the camp on my own.
God damn it, Cat. What is with you?
So we come down to the reception desk to find it empty. No Blank and no Cotton.
The receptionist is still there, but Cotton
Well,
is gone.
I saw them come out, and I said my goodbyes, and
Oh,
because I know they're still gonna look for a cook, but I want to go study my book.
All right.
Where's Blank?
Roll perception checks.
Thought he was with you.
he wandered off.
Ah, crap.
I was gonna invite him to come back with me, but I didn't see him.
Bubbles, on the other hand, spots him up
Oh,
in a
we're in
tree
the
nearby.
lobby.
Outside, just outside, in the courtyard of the school. Bubbles spots
Okay.
the resting form of Blank in a tree.
Yeah, it's very weird. You saw me considering the very obvious black and white feathers in the brown and green tree.
Uh, well, I'm torn. I could yell or I could throw something. Having trouble picking. I he
You
doesn't
could
have a
throw
name.
something and yell.
Yeah. This is true, but I don't really have anything to throw because I'm naked. So,
You could throw.
um,
You could throw Selmy.
I just call him Hey Bird.
yeah, yeah. Actually, are there like loose pebbles or anything on the ground that
Yeah,
I could just
there'd be loose
chuck?
pebbles around.
Okay, I'll chuck a pebble at him and yell, "Hey, bird!"
Roll an attack.
What
Um,
kind?
Charisma.
Throwing is not charisma.
It is if you're a bard.
No, because then I'd be good at it. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Grizz, do you want me to roll something?
Yeah, roll strength.
Blank is just going to be like, shake his head, and sit up and wave at you, then fall out of the tree.
Sweet. It doesn't even matter if I hit him. I got what I wanted. I didn't come near him. I'm the one
Yeah,
that
it
yelled
just
as
kind of
well.
goes pleef in front of you.
Yeah, I
Blank
meant to
heard
do
the
that. I was
rattle of
trying
the
to.
stone.
Yeah, I was trying to make a rattle. I was trying to make a noise on the tree trunk. I wouldn't throw a stone at an actual, friend. Totally
Blank
wasn't what I was
pleased
going
you.
for. Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's nerfect. That was the weirdest joke in The Good Place. Like, why is that what set everybody laughing?
We were
I
high.
don't remember.
Anywho.
Now we're going to go look for a cook.
But they don't even have carbonation in this world.
What?
Why do they need carbonation?
She said they're looking for Coke. You can't have Coke without carbonation.
She said a
Well,
cook.
Wrong kind
you
of
can
Coke.
ferment it. That makes carbonation.
That's true.
Okay.
True.
Do we
We're
think
How
looking
that
would you
for.
Enchanter
ferment?
Tavern is open again?
Alright, I'll talk about that before we end for the night. As you're passing by back into the shopping district and head down that alley again, that tavern is closed. It doesn't appear to be open.
Is it? It's afternoon.
Yep, it's afternoon and it is not open.
But it's only like 1. It's not 5.
Correct.
I'm sensing there's more to it, but I don't think that we would think that yet.
Yeah, we're way smarter than our characters. So.
Alright, if you want to play that, you can. Or you can roll intelligence checks and see if your in real life perceptions match your character perceptions.
I mean, we don't know the hours. They're not posted. So do
Are
we
there
really have a
Roll
reason to
employment
think it's
agencies in this town?
Roll intelligence.
What was the question?
Asking if there were employment agencies.
Ah, okay.
I think we asked that last week. And no. Eh.
I'm rolling.
Thank God for Selmy.
Yeah, imagine if some Selmy's player thinks that they are smarter than Selmy, then then their thoughts are transfer into Selmy at this point with that check.
So the question is, does Sophie think it's suspicious?
Is what suspicious?
That the tavern is closed
2 days in a row.
at 1 in the afternoon.
I mean, I don't know. Does my character think it's suspicious?
That's what the intelligence check was for. If you think it's suspicious, then your character now thinks it's suspicious, I imagine.
But there aren't any posted hours.
Yeah,
So
Good.
it's possible that we just haven't caught.
Anybody?
It's possible we haven't caught them while during the open hours, but it's also possible that they should be open, but they're not.
yeah, when we went and they were open, it was after the circus. So
Correct.
it was later in
The
the
shop
evening.
over here, or is there another shop around here that is open?
There are various shops in there. I mean, you're in the shopping district. But this one is tucked
I'm
away
gonna go
in
to
an
the
alley.
nearest shop that's open.
Alright. And
Now I'm gonna ask
people
after
inside.
the.
Alright, so the proprietor of this shop says, oh, yeah, it usually doesn't open until the evening.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to know. And now I'll leave.
Ow.
I'm actually gonna go in after her and ask if there's like an area with like food stalls or food carts with a lot of cooks gathered in one place.
Right down that way, and they kind of point you down the street.
Thanks.
All
right, I'm gonna-
for that sort of thing, we'll have to wait until next week,
Whee!
as it is beyond my
That's
weekday
fine.
tolerance for improv.
Fair enough.
On a Friday, I can go an hour extra, but on a weekday, it's 10 o'clock is my hard stop.
Fair enough.